So let's go back. I just want to go back because what I'm saying to you is that you need to understand who you are. And a lot of y'all are rushing. Now ain't nobody else gonna give you this type of information. We're gonna give you some back to the basic stuff. A lot of you are struggling because one, you don't know who you are. You don't even know what product you provide. Because you're not 100% clear who you are, even the stuff that you do, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful, is subpar or average at best.
My right hand, put me on to the podcast, Disaster Avoided, from about 2 weeks ago. And one of the most powerful things that I could ever learn from ET, CJ, and Carl was the ability to self-assess. So I thought about myself and my life, my goals, my passion, my purpose, and I thought about a story for myself. When I was younger, I used to draw, loved it, picked up the skill. I was self-taught. I would look at a picture and draw it on another piece of paper. And one thing I would do is I would draw on that paper bigger than what the actual picture was so that nobody could ever say I was tracing. That was my thing. That's how I did it. And I was able to make a little cash from it every now and then, but I wasn't tripping off making money. I just wanted to draw. I wanted to become a cartoonist and all that. Well, some years go by after I picked up drawing, and the skill level was subpar because I was self-taught. I never was able to get a teacher or go to an art institute or anything to take my skills to another level, so it faded off for me. By the teenage years, I kind of got away from drawing altogether, and I just didn't do it. Well, if you fast forward, let's just say 20 years. I'm 33 now, so if you fast forward 20 years, I can still pick up some pencil and a pad and put it on paper, and I can draw something. But because my skill set at that time was so limited, I could never see an image and put it in and transfer that image on the paper. I could think it clearly, I'm just not good enough to put it on paper. So I lost it. And like I said, 20 years now, if I wanted to, I could pick that paper up and I can look at a picture and I can draw it again. But even 20 years later, one thing I realized is that even though I'm 33 now, and let's say I was 10, 11 then, my skill set is still on the same level as that 11-year-old, even though I'm 33 now, because I never had the right teaching, I never had the right coaching, the right influences to take myself to the next level. One thing comes to mind. When I was a child, I spoke as a child, thought as a child, understood as a child. But now that I'm a man, I put away childish things. Listening to this podcast, Disaster Avoided, put me in a place at the right point in my life where I was trying to figure out major questions that ET was asking in this video. Who are you? Who are you in your gift? What is your gift? What needs can your gift service particularly? Can you answer these questions in a 30-second time frame? Is that hard for you? If it is, you might gotta rethink some things.
Who am I? What's my gift? What's my talent? What do I do? And more specifically, what is the need of the industry? Not, like C said, what you want to give them, but what needs exist. And of those needs, you don't know who you are. You don't even know what product you provide. You don't even know what service you provide. You don't know who you are well enough to be in the industry strong.
Through this podcast, I became an avatar. And of all 45 podcasts that they have out right now, this was the only podcast that I ever took notes. I mean, I got a little black book, it's notes. I got 2 different highlighters on that board, so I understand the difference of the level of importance of everything that I wrote down, to understand and be able to look at myself and see what it is that I need to do, what's missing, because I've been putting out videos since 2013, but within the last few months, it's been some inconsistencies. And that's because I understand now that as a speaker, I am confident. I'm always confident, and I speak with passion and power and boldness, and I'm very transparent. But as a speaker, who am I? What do I speak to? What need do I service? I've helped a lot of people, but I still can't define this question. Listening to this particular podcast put me in the place that I understand now what it is that I must do. As I quoted the scripture, now that I'm a man and I'm self-assessing, I understand that it's time for me to take a step back so that I can take several leaps forward. Now I will become a real student to this speaking craft. I will take the time to learn every aspect that I can learn to this thing, so that when I come back, me and my partner Joseph, we don't call each other Batman and Robin, it's Batman and Batman. I'm Michael Keaton Batman, he's one of the other Batman, and we come together and we're gonna do something powerful. That's my guy. That's why I asked him to come here and do this, so we can do it together. But I will not do anything on the subpar level. Everything that I do will be of a level of greatness, and it will be passionate, and it will be bold, and it will speak to people, and it will meet them right where they at. It will meet them at their point of their pain. And we're gonna take that pain and we're gonna turn it into power. We're gonna take those struggles and we're gonna turn them into strength. That is my goal. And as I look back over my goal and I self-assess and I listen to the podcast, I realize that one thing is necessary for me right now to take this step back and become a student all over again. See, in my story, one thing, my style in drawing was I just duplicated what I seen. That's it. I just duplicated what I seen. Well, my yesterday started spilling over into my today, meaning as a speaker, I got the call and decided to become a speaker in April of 2012. I didn't, April 2012. I didn't put a video out until September 2013 because I was learning, I was studying, I was looking at ET, I was looking at Les Brown, Zig Ziglar, Lisa Nichols, and a whole bunch of other speakers just to learn and see what this thing is. But I realized one thing, that I'm only duplicating what I seen, not really fully understanding who I am as a speaker and what I do and where I come from, what I deliver, how I touch people. So now my goal now is to not duplicate anymore. When I was drawing, I made everything bigger so nobody could say I was copying, I was tracing. Well, now as a man, I'm not gonna duplicate no more, but I'm gonna make everything bigger. I'm gonna make everything bigger from Miguel's point of view. I'm not gonna be the next ET. I'm not gonna be the next Les Brown. I'm gonna be the next Miguel Brown. And I'm gonna change this world, and anybody that can hear my voice, I'm gonna deliver something to them so that they can grow and evolve, change their thinking, change their mind, change their life. This is my letter to not only ET, CJ, and Carl, but to anybody in Breathe University and anybody else that'll hear this. If you have to, be bold enough to take a step back and learn what you need to learn, grow how you need to grow so that you can take steps forward and really operate in that 120 mindset. My step back goes so far that as of right now, I am not an official member of Breathe University. But that's because after reading over the financial plan that I have, I came in on the survive level, 19, that's it. But I need more and I want more. So with the plan in place, when I come back, I'll come back on the strive level. And then it's even so far down the line that I will upgrade to the thrive level. I'm not gone, I'm still here. I'm still BU all the way. I love this family, I love this community, I love this culture, and I'm not going nowhere. But I do understand it's a necessary step to take so that I can get what I need later on from ET and anybody else that's part of Breathe U and ETA, and I can learn from them and I can grow from them. So with all that being said, specifically to ET, CJ, Carl, I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. I'm thankful for you guys following your heart and what God has given you to position you guys where that people like myself can learn from you, grow from you, and actually literally reach out, connect with you, and become friends with you. That goes so far beyond just reading a book or looking at a video. doing these podcasts because we learning. And until the next time, this is my last official video that I want to leave to make a mark until I come back, I guess, as the Miguel 2.0 version. All right? So, everybody at ETA, I thank you. I appreciate you. I see you soon.
You don't know what you're doing. And what I'm telling you is there's a balance between grind and grind knowledge, right? We're not just trying to work hard, we're trying to work smart. Because I am a student of the game,